How can 5 cents become a reality for Safemoon? I'm here to tell you. This is Crypto ASMR. Subscribe and comment for a chance at the Crypto ASMR Moonbag worth 50 million Safemoon, a great gift for a friend or loved one. I'm inching closer to that 1,000 subscriber mark every day, which will make that happen. You can help me reach that goal sooner. So this is an observation of the past, present, and future of crypto and why a 5 cent Safemoon isn't such a crazy proposition when considering the context. I'll be referring to the work of my fellow creators. Feel free to throw this on in moments of doubt, or for anyone tossing FUD. We are all in need of a reminder sometimes. Before I begin, I have to give a shout out to Slightly Trading. He helped me with a critique on my channel during a recent live stream. It was very helpful to me. I thank you, Slightly, and anyone that came here because of him. Give him a subscription if you haven't already. More improvements will continue here on my channel as well. Okay, so why is the 5 cent discussion even relevant? After all, the price is currently down, people are resigning, and faces are annoying, but I would argue that both India and China have unbanned crypto, and there is good news coming from the Bitcoin conference. Jack Dorsey is now talking about Bitcoin, the importance of it, and YouTubers will do anything to game the algorithms, as it were, despite the content that they are providing. So there are imperfections that we need to anticipate with any asset we invest time and money into. We clearly see the resistance levels, but we don't consider the support. It's been 3 months and Safemoon 840 zeros. There's tokenomics at play along with the burn rate. Safemoon isn't going to give back those zeros. They are history. We all know if we were to gain a zero back, people would buy that discount right back up. There are 4 factors that contribute to the success or failure of any investment: the luxuries of time and money, and the emotions of fear and greed. How these 4 aspects of an investor's mentality correlate with each other dictate his fate of either success or failure. There are huge catalysts coming for Safemoon that set it apart from the pack and will force the price up, causing fear to diminish and greed to increase. Those with the luxury of money will keep buying. Those with time, the early investors, hopefully you, can just relax and buy dips. Furthermore, we will find ever-increasing levels of support, just as we did during the first 2 months, the moment 2 things happen. First is the Bitcoin hysteria needs to subside. I believe the market will be less dictated by Bitcoin in the future. I believe this because of the common sentiment of frustration surrounding it right now. The impression of many new investors is that Bitcoin doesn't do much right now but convolute an already somewhat manipulated market. But it is everyone's introduction to crypto, so it will take a while for its gravity to wane. We all know as soon as Bitcoin gets out of the way, we're golden. The second thing we need to happen is progress on the roadmap. The blockchain, the exchange, the card, the wallets, the Gambia, any of these things on their own could serve to skyrocket the price, but combined, no one has seen this before, so no one can predict the price movements we will be looking at. At the time of recording this, the market is still bloody and we have yet to see any of the transformative catalysts come to fruition yet, but this will change. That's the fun of being an early investor, looking back to these days when we searched for videos to remind us of the awesome decision we made to hold from the beginning during these bloody weeks. The beginning wasn't easy, it's not supposed to be. We have to kind of sit on our hands for a while if we're not actively promoting Safemoon, and let the company we believe in show the rest of the world what we already know. It will be a few years down the line, but that's when the fun will begin. I'm not here to lie to you and damage the image of our beloved Safemoon by saying it's going to be months or weeks or even 1 year, but a couple years, 3 years, 4 years. We all agree this is a long-term investment when we read the roadmap. Anyone that didn't probably is already gone, honestly. We all know that there's risks and rewards in crypto assets. Those are, of course, just my opinions. Anything can happen, good or bad, but to me, the huge reward far outweighs the high risk of Safemoon holding. Although it's impossible to predict the future with perfect acuity, hindsight is always 20/20. We can measure the success of tokens that do nothing for anyone except confused traditional investors. We can also look at any of the top 50 assets and see incredible things by simply zooming out. All these assets found new levels of support and resistance, and everything is still in flux. One example is Uniswap, a token associated with the crypto swap service, not even an exchange per se. It's up 782% since its birth 9 months ago. Then there's my favorite, of course, PancakeSwap. It's up 1,200% and was also introduced only 9 months ago. Now we'll look at the big dog, Binance Coin, which Safemoon clearly intends to emulate. BNB is currently up by over 360,000% since July of 2017. Given its history and context, do you think BNB is going to cost more in 1 year or less? It's obvious to me when you have one thing, the luxury of time. When scrutinizing BNB, we see sideways trading for years until an astronomical spike occurred. This is the destiny of Safemoon, in my opinion, pending the success of the roadmap, of course. Do you think BNB experienced any doubters? Do you think the first 3 months were easier on BNB holders than us, or harder? Do you think anyone has held since the first 3 months to today? Or has it changed hands thousands upon thousands of times? Only those with inside information or just oddly diamond hands can brag about today being an early investor in Binance. That is the fun of being early. To reach 5 cents, many things must happen, and a lot of time must pass. Those that overinvested will simply have to reduce their position on a spike. That's, again, not financial advice. I highly recommend retaining as much as possible, however, and all of these catalysts, plus hyperdeflation, plus the tokenomics, will cause a lot of trading as people sell it off as the 2x or 5x, 10x, or 100x. That's, people keep saying it's impossible right now, but people are going to be selling off. My point is that 5 cents can happen. Videos such as this one will be an awesome thing to visit in the future for those that manage to hold through all the FUD for years. Please comment below if this happens to be the case for you as you watch from the future. A fellow creator and investor, Safemoon Michael, he explains this point very well in a recent video. The precise moment Safemoon reaches not 1 cent but a 5 cent teetering point is the moment Safemoon mirrors BNB's appreciation. And that is it. Literally, that is what is needed. Of course, the price of BNB is down a bit, but as I mentioned earlier, BNB will likely continue to increase in price from here, so who's to say that 5 cents is the true limit of Safemoon if it manages to mirror BNB's appreciation? Safemoon aims to compete with BNB. It stands to reason that Safemoon can mirror or exceed BNB's growth if it's successful with the roadmap. Not even mentioning tokenomics and the burn, all this. I personally believe that a lot of people will be looking to give the Safemoon exchange business over BNB simply out of spite. Another great resource when we need a reminder of these things is Safemoon Mark's calculator. He just made improvements on it and offers a lot of awesome tools to use. It's still a work in progress, but it's really cool. I recommend you give it some visits as we wait for the magic to happen for us. And we will have magic, just not instantly. It will take patience, that's all there is to it. People such as Michael, Mark, Joe, and myself will be here to back you up along the way. And if not, more will replace us. I had to make this video to reiterate why it's not so crazy to talk about a 1 or 5 cent Safemoon. It's just early. But we are all early investors. That's what the important thing to remember is. No matter what the real all-time high ends up being, this video, it's not false hope, it's not clickbait, it's a foresight and awareness of history, of support and assets no one ever believed in at first. Thanks again to Slately Trading for the tips on how to approach this sensitive subject, which has caused many impatient and impulsive people worry and alarm. If you enjoyed today's video and agree with the points I made, please subscribe and share this message with any doubters. It can only serve to increase overall support. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this as well. This has been Crypto ASMR. I thank you very much for your time.